We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, in Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Dallas Cowboys. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And this will make it into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32. That one a first down pickup of 8.
At the 32-yard line.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second and 5 at the 37-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish a ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's first and 10 up at the 46. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Smith, his first carry. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a second and 13. Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf.
Wilson's pass.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
third down. Wilson. The open man is Smith. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
To Ito Smith.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
And the Seahawks first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. They'll set up the screen to Smith. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. To throw again is Wilson. Oh, spinning away. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. On 3rd and short, going with their tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. They go play action with Wilson. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf.
Wilson's pass.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said,
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Cowboys take over.
So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Prescott from the gun. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. A first down there on a pickup of 25. yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 36, Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 36. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So they move from 136 over to the other as they come up on 1st down. Prescott to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Cowboys, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the 1st.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down.
This defense has really flown around in the 1st half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jannard Avery able to record his 5th sack of the season.
7-yard loss brings up 3rd down.
Third and long for Prescott. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
A 1st down carry for Smith. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Four receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Wilson. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
For it with Smith, and able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it's going to yield a new set of downs. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Wilson on 1st down. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks. Great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12.
3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Now Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, but it's going to be 2nd down.
20-yard line.
Now Prescott. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Final play of the half. Prescott looking deep for Elliott. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
The kicker on for the point after.
After a fairly uneventful first quarter, that last play, that'll make a few highlight clips.
It certainly will, and you're exactly right. The first quarter almost felt like a feeling-out process, didn't it? Both teams, okay, what are we going to do? Looks like they ramped things up just a little bit to start the second quarter.
So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And the half will begin with a touchback.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Second and 10. It's Wilson again. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. James Washington was the intended target. And that takes us from second to third down.
The passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory.
Ezekiel Elliott.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They go to Elliott again. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first.
33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. This is Elliott. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Back back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
From the red zone now, Prescott. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Here's Wilson. Smith catches left side. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
On second down now, it's Smith, and taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards there, first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. They'll run it now with Smith. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Let's go, boys. Bring it on.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Check three. Kill.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
13 yards on the pickup. Brings up second down at the 39-yard line.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
And let's get this. Check safety, check safety. Check four.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Open man is QT, complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 27-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Smith. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
He was brought down at the...
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Check. Got it.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington.
Wilson's pass.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Arlington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
Defense, let's go. Check three. Check 4. Check 31.
Here we go now with Smith. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. And it's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Try to punch it in with Smith. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the defensive side if they stay aggressive because you know they want to pitch this shutout.
Yeah, they have to be aggressive, but they also have to be smart about it as well because one mistake can turn into 6 points.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. And it's caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Touchdown,
Herb Smith Jr. with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks have made this a 1-score game.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Myers connects on the PAT, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each ending in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down, now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack Or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
Give the tackle to Anthony Walker. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Again, it's Elliott. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. It's taken to the 26. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt, and now a chance to tie the game on this possession. On 1st down, Wilson. Got an open man, it's Washington. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Smith. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
At the 42-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Ito Smith. And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down at the Cowboys' 34. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Second and 10 now. Wilson throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Washington. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going.
from the gun. Wilson, he's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown.
DK Metcalf.
DK Metcalf, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That ties the game at 14. Michael Dixon to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They had that 14-0 lead, but that has evaporated as they go to work here 1st and 10. Prescott to throw. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Well, that's a good first step, but several steps still to go.
They still have time for the possible game-winning field goal. Time for them to be quick and hurry at the same time.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Oh, Prescott stripped, and the Seahawks have picked it up. Then he'll take this back down inside the 20. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
They'll run on 1st down. Smith. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
After the penalty, it's Smith. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
16-yard line.
They go back to the ground with Smith. He will push his way down to about the 14. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. On 3rd down, Smith. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. So on now comes the kicker. It's Jason Myers.
A 27-yard attempt.
Raiders' kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Back to throw. Flushed out right. Will find Lamb. That's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Oh, boy. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Prescott. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Another 1st down, this time on a gain of 19.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the 4th quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that, because when you have a lead in the 4th quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip